Okay, so everybody's been talking about this government shutdown and money fears this holiday season, but y'all, Spirit is saying something totally different, okay? If you've personally been feeling anxious about your finances or you're just unsure about what's coming next for you, this message is intended for you, okay? So tune in, listen up, y'all, okay? Welcome to the Spiritual Connection, where we bring clarity in times of confusion, you guys. I am the spiritual bridge here to guide you through this uncertainty, okay? And right now, there is so much hysteria around money and bills and spending and even eating, okay? It's so easy to feel like the sky is just falling right now. But Spirit really, really, really wants you to know that you are not. Hear me and hear me well. You are not at the mercy of these headlines, okay? There is for sure a deeper message here for you about your stability, about your provision, and about your peace, okay? So let's see what the cards want to reveal about navigating this season, shall we? We're going to get into it. I'm going to look at the current energy that's fueling kind of the collective fear. I just want to reiterate, if you came across this message, it was intended, okay? I set the intentions for the collective, no matter your zodiac sign, no matter your birthday, whatever. If you come across this message, you found it, it's because you're resonating with this energy, picking up maybe on some money anxiety. Things are going on, things have shifted for you, and Spirit wants to get a message to you loud and clear. So I am happy to be the vessel. I pray that you are tapped in. Let me know that you're tapped in down in the comment section and that you're here receiving your message, okay? But we're going to look at the energy that is fueling this collective fear around money right now. The current energy of all this hoopla, hysteria that's fueling this fear, Spirit. Expose this energy. What is the current energy for Cancer? Yeah, look, and I knew that this confusion, the Seven of Cups is showing up, but I knew that confusion was definitely in the mix, y'all, because there's so much panic. There's so much scarcity mindset. There's so much kind of, and I'm not saying this to rag on anybody or be insensitive to anyone's situation. My prayers and my heart are with any and everyone. I am literally praying for the collective, okay, and doing my job as my one person, and hopefully everybody else, that inspires everybody else to do their job, and we can really heal the land. I'm one of those people who have crazy ideas for how the world could really be, okay? And I feel that we're on our way. But anyway, there's just so much energy around, this panic, or I feel like, the scarcity mindset is really, really ravaging, okay? Really, really, that energy is just running rampant, kind of like a disease, okay? This is not, y'all, it's not just about money, it's not just about food, it's about control and fear being projected outwards into the collective, into the masses, okay? Y'all, look at the Five of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So I'm telling you, this energy is definitely orchestrated to kind of put you in this energy, and kind of an interesting juxtaposition where I am on my side of the world. It's, moving into the colder months. We're in fall technically right now, but we're moving into winter. And that's what this scene is kind of depicting in this Five of Pentacles. And when you think about it, when you think about all that's going on and all that people are talking about and all that people are feeling left out without, this is feeling like reality, right? This Five of Pentacles. But the current energy around this government shutdown, y'all, and this holiday money stress is just this pure Seven of Cups energy. People are overwhelmed by choices, okay? Choices. The Seven of Cups is also illusions, okay? And this is like having 1,000 what ifs, okay? It's the hysteria of not knowing what's real and what's just smoke and mirrors, okay? And now I did mean to do like a I hope YouTube don't flag me or whatever. I meant to do a disclaimer. I'm not talking about listen, okay? I'm just doing me, okay? I ain't in, okay? Just hear me, okay? Pick up what I'm putting down. I'm just doing me, doing what Spirit asked me to do. I pray I get no backlash, but that comes with the territory sometimes. But I definitely feel like there are some things that are smoke and mirrors, Cancer, okay? Everybody is hearing a different thing: cutbacks, shutdowns, inflation, bills piling up. And it feels like, which of these cups is the truth and which of these is just fear? Which of this is just illusions? And then with this Five of Pentacles at the bottom, y'all, no wonder so many people feel abandoned or left out in the cold. Like, literally, you know what I mean? I feel like this hysteria is triggering people's deepest, darkest money wounds, y'all. And I'm kind of glad in a way, because I feel like there's a beautiful lesson in exposing the wound so that we can fully heal it. Because, honey, when we live in prosperity, in this world that I envision, we can't have the same money mindset that we have right now, okay? But definitely, Cancer, I feel like, this could be triggering, people's memories of lack, fear of not being provided for, or just fear of even just being forgotten during this season, this holiday season that's supposed to be abundant and joyful. Seasonal depression is kind of lurking as well. There's just kind of, it's an interesting, funky kind of energy, okay? It's a funky kind of energy, but I feel like what Spirit is showing us, y'all, is that the noise that we're hearing isn't the truth about your situation, okay? That's not your truth, okay? That is not your truth. It is about fear, about what could happen, okay? The shutdown chatter is just stirring up collective scarcity, but most of it is an illusionary energy designed, orchestrated, okay, to distract you and to keep you in worry instead of letting you be in alignment, okay? I need y'all to hear me when I say that. I know you're probably under the sound of my voice like, no, we really ain't got no money. And listen, I understand the practicality of it. That's why I love the spiritual connection. I bridge the spiritual and the practical, okay? So I'm never gonna play you like you ain't got bills out here, but I'm telling you that the energy that is being cooked up, that's being manufactured for the collective and being pushed out on the collective, is to have you in this low vibrational energy so that you can't click it together. You can't be in alignment, because when you get in alignment, some things are going to start shifting, okay? Some things are going to start moving, and they want to keep you confused. They do. I'm sorry. They just, that is what it is, okay? Let's ask about the lesson or the higher perspective of this situation. What are we being asked to learn or see in this energy of uncertainty, Spirit? What do you want the collective to see? What do you want us to learn from this period of uncertainty, Spirit? All right, so look, two cards wanted to pop out. And you know what's so interesting? I'm glad that the Six of Pentacles showed up here. This energy of the Hangman definitely feels like, because we're currently in Mercury retrograde shadow period. If you're not aware, currently, depending on when you watch this reading, it's honestly timeless. It can probably resonate whenever. But technically right now, there is definitely just the relevant energy of a Mercury retrograde shadow period. So I feel like things are slowing down for giving you a chance to like really, really look at something. It's kind of like, what I'm getting the vibe of when, I used to love this in school, when you had to like really copy notes or whatever, and the teacher would ask you like, has everybody gotten this down before they erase the board? That's what Spirit is doing for the collective. The collective needs to know that Spirit is giving you insight, slowing things down for you. It's like shade, no child left behind, okay? But that's what this is giving, Cancer, okay? Especially with the Hangman. And I love that the Six of Pentacles is showing up. The Hangman is the 12. The Six of Pentacles is half of 12, right? And I feel like, look at how this energy of reciprocity, giving, balance, sharing, okay, community, that's what I'm seeing in this combination that has come out for us, Cancer. What Spirit is trying to say, the full lesson is here. what Spirit is trying to teach us through this moment is really in this like hangman lesson to get a different perspective, okay? Literally. And that's what I was asking for, like what Spirit wants us to see. What's the higher perspective? The hangman is literally the story of someone kind of almost self-sacrificing to see a different perspective, okay? So I feel like things may feel on pause, like I said, we're in this energy. Money's gonna feel slowed. Government decisions are gonna be in limbo. Plans are gonna be delayed, right? But the hangman is about shifting your perspective. Like I said, it's not punishment, but it's more so an opportunity to really just step outside of the panic and just see your abundance differently, okay? And with the Six of Pentacles that showed up here, Spirit is reminding us that true wealth is not just about what we have in the bank, okay? Hear me and hear me again. Wealth is more than just about what you have in the bank, okay? It's not just about what we have. It's about more so what we give, what we receive, and how we circulate energy, right? And I feel like this is a season to lean into generosity and balance. I feel like that's going to be like, that's the biggest lesson that Spirit is really trying to bring: community and empathy and, just sharing and caring kind of vibe into the collective energy, right? That's what I feel like is really needing to be pushed. Maybe you're not able to splurge on everybody, but you can share your presence. You can share your time. You can share your kindness. You can share just even a simple act that, has value beyond money, right? And then we had the Page of Swords that showed up here at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Pay attention. Pay attention to what you are feeding your mind. Hear me and hear me again well. Pay attention to what you are feeding your mind, okay? Because hysteria is loud, y'all. The news cycles, the conversations, social media, all of it. But this page, y'all, is saying be discerning. Be discerning. Do not just absorb every single headline. You want to seek clarity before you just go reaching and reacting, okay? Spirit wants you to think critically, not fearfully, okay? Not fearfully. And that's exactly what these headlines are drummed up to do, to create mass collective fear, okay? Fear is a stabilizer. Fear will keep you stuck and stagnant. And honey, a lot of us are clicking in, okay? And clocking in. And that's another story for another day, okay? But this time of delay and uncertainty is really teaching us to see abundance in new forms beyond just money, y'all, okay? This is going to help ground you in generosity and to sharpen your discernment for sure, okay? Because the lesson is that you don't need to carry every fear that the collective is projecting. You don't have to. You can choose to operate from faith. You can choose to operate from balance and truth, truth instead. Like, you do not have to, somebody else's truth is not your truth, okay? But let's move into some practical guidance, because I like to bridge like I said, I like to bridge the spirituality with the practicality, all right? Let's put it into practice. Excuse me, y'all. What steps can people take, Spirit, during this holiday season to feel more secure and not get swept up in this hysteria? What does the collective need to do? What steps do the collective need to take? Ooh, I love this. To focus on family. I love that the Ten of Cups came flying out, because and family extends further than just your blood relatives, okay? But y'all, Spirit's guidance is really very crystal clear, okay? Focus on what truly matters. Focus on what truly, truly matters. That's connection, that's love, that's community, and that's joy, okay? With the Ten of Cups says that true wealth, real wealth is it won't, the true wealth of this season won't come from what you buy, but it's going to be in the quality of your relationships and the peace that you cultivate in your home, okay? And the hysteria outside kind of wants you to think that your worth is tied to your money, but the Ten of Cups reminds us that joy is not for sale, okay? The most abundant moments at this holiday season will be laughter around the table, the feeling of just being surrounded by people who care, who love you, who, are simply just choosing gratitude for what you actually do have. You know what I mean? And then we have this Nine of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. That really just reassures you that even if you are worried about money, Spirit is saying that you are still blessed. Okay, you are still blessed, you are still provided for, you are still able to create comfort and stability for yourself. Independence. Okay, all my ladies who independent. No shade to the fellas, I'm just saying. Okay, it just came to my mind. But sorry, y'all, don't fool up with me, but this is definitely independence. This is dignity. Okay, and this is your abundance, and Spirit is saying it's not disappearing. Okay, it's not disappearing. It's being highlighted right now. And this holiday, you're gonna find more fulfillment in the simplicity, in the simple things, getting back to the things that really matter. More so than the overspending. And Spirit says to put love, presence, and gratitude at the center, y'all. And the rest is gonna feel lighter, easier, way more than you imagine. Okay. Way more than you imagine. Let's ask about a message of encouragement, because I want to encourage the collective during this time. Spirit, what reassurance do you have about provision and stability during this season? What encouraging message do you have for the collective? Knight of Pentacles. Look, you can always depend on Spirit. Straight up. The Knight of Pentacles is a person that you want in your corner, okay? You want that in your corner. You have the World at the bottom of the deck. Everything comes full circle, okay? I feel like, y'all, this final word from Spirit is with this Knight of Pentacles. This is steady. This is reliable. This is consistent provision. And think about it, y'all. We've been in a government shutdown before. And I'm not saying that things may have not gotten hard, that things may have not gotten uncomfortable, that things may have not shifted, whatever for you in that time frame. But look at you right now. We're back. You made it through that time. Dial back to a time where you were down and out and you did not see a way forward. Whatever that time was, you're here now. And I'm not going to say that there might be some things that you're still waiting on the breakthrough from. I'm not going to gaslight you. I'm your real friend. Okay. I understand. Okay. But I'm just saying that, Spirit has been consistent. If you check anybody else's track record as far as showing up for you, Spirit has been there, okay? And Spirit says that you may not see a windfall, in your money all at once, okay? But you will have enough. This Nine of Pentacles gives me the vibe of, I'm telling you, it's almost like you're going back to the basics. Spirit, it's almost like Spirit is trying to not punish us, but it's almost like, how like on TV shows, and the rich, they got rich parents and kids that are like spoiled, and the rich parents be trying to like teach their kids a lesson and some humility and balance or whatever, and tell them that they're gonna go help the less fortunate for Christmas, and it's not gonna be about them getting gifts under the tree and all of that's kind of what we're going through right now. Okay, that's what Spirit is doing. And it's not to punish us, but it's to put the collective in a better position so that when the abundance does roll in, y'all, we're using it in better ways, and it's not being siphoned by, look, okay, I'm not gonna dive into it, but I'm telling you, y'all, it has to happen like this. It has to happen like this, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is a reminder that progress is happening, okay? It's happening, even if it's happening quietly, even if it's happening slowly, it's happening surely, okay? It is happening. Your needs will be met step by step, okay? It's not going to be an overwhelming thing. You may feel like, okay, I'm struggling to pay my rent. I finally get the rent paid, then it's this bill. It may be that. Y'all, I'm not even gonna gaslight you. It may be that, but I can guarantee that your need will be met. That's what Spirit is saying, okay? Spirit is providing daily bread, y'all, daily bread, stability and opportunities to grow. And then with the World at the bottom, y'all, this is that cycle closing out. That's why I said it has to happen. Spirit is saying that we are completing one chapter of collective fear and entering a new understanding of this abundance, okay? This shutdown chatter, the panic, the hysteria. These are temporary waves, okay? And what's lasting is the bigger picture, y'all. That's wholeness, that's stability, that's family, that's the sense that everything is moving toward completion and alignment, y'all. So despite what's being said on the news, what's being said on your social media feeds, whatever, y'all, you are entering a new cycle of completion, okay? And the support that you need will come. It will come. It will be steady. It will be dependable. It will be sure, okay? And this season is going to leave you stronger. It's going to leave you more grounded, and it's going to be more certain, leave you more certain of your abundance than ever before, okay? When this comes full circle, you're going to realize why, why what happened needed to happen, okay? So I want to real quick before we close out the reading. I think those are all the questions I want to ask. If y'all have specific questions that you're wanting answers to, share them down in the comment section, honey, and I will go to Spirit on our behalf, okay, and get us some answers, okay? I sure will. Look, and the angel of positivity is here. Before we dive into it, I just want to pull a card and see what guardian angel is kind of hovering over the collective, just to get a little more insight. But this energy of positivity, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's a very dark, heavy, dreary kind of energy that's trying to infiltrate the collective, and it's almost kind of like this gas that's trying to come over you and put you in a fog, and to where it's smoke and mirrors, you can't see through. But Spirit is saying to keep your eyes open, and not just your physical eyes, but your spiritual eye, okay? And look at the bigger lesson that this situation is unfolding for us, okay? But let's look at what guardian angel is hovering connected with the collective right now. So look, angel of balance, okay? This is the number 2 card. I love that the number 2 card is showing up here, because it's like twos, commitment, partnership. I'm telling you, okay? And then we have the angel of encouragement, 11. I'm seeing 1111. Some of you may be seeing 1111. That's going to be a message of encouragement. When you see that, collective 1111, that is confirmation and encouragement to let you know that your needs are being met, that you will win, okay? No matter what is going on, what's going on behind you. But this energy of the angel of balance is showing up. I'm going to read the additional message for it. So it says that you are in a calm and balanced state of mind. All right. You will make the right decisions for your future. Your angel of balance is here to help calm you and still your mind and assist you in regaining the balance in your life. All right. Is the issue that you're worrying about due to friends or family members putting you off balance by pulling you into their own issues? If so, ask your angel of balance to guide you so that you can make the best decision for your own growth, as well as for your friends or family members in this situation. If this situation concerns a decision within your own personal life, sit back and take the time to review the current issue. Write a list separating the for and against considerations regarding the decisions that you are struggling with, okay? Next, take your time in deciding what direction feels right for you. Focus on the decision that allows you to feel the most balance and calmness in your life, okay? Once you have reached this decision, surrender any worries, all right, that you have to your angel of balance, and she will take care of the finer details of your decision, okay? Be safe in the knowledge that you have made the right decision, and you will begin to feel that your life is back on track and in balance. And back on the right track, okay? The affirmation here says, I am balanced. I am grounded. My angel of balance is with me to assist me in making the right decision. And I do definitely feel like there's definitely a emphasis of balance, okay? Libra energy is strong. I could have some Libra. You could have Libra in your chart showing up here on the channel. Again, this message is for anyone that it comes across, no matter your zodiac sign, okay? Because, yeah, it's for the collective. But this angel of balance, I feel like Spirit is trying to keep things grounded, keep things balanced, okay? And definitely trying to show you where real value lies so that you can make the decision to, kind of put your energy into those positive spaces. You know what I mean? Because whatever you give your energy to, whatever you feed it, like energy is kind of like currency, y'all. Okay. Energy is money. Even if it doesn't look like a dollar bill or what, a coin, whatever, energy is currency. And that's why this smoke and mirrors and this confusion and all this hoopla, it's almost like it's trying to siphon your energy and leave you so destitute that you can't align. But I won't allow that to happen. It won't happen on my watch if you're connected to me. Okay. Because we're going to stay balanced throughout this season. Okay. So if you here for that, definitely check in with me. Definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button, tap in, all you guys. But definitely, you know, there's a lot of fears, a lot of illusions, a lot of panic, a lot of hysteria around money right now, right? Scarcity wounds are being triggered, y'all. But the lesson here is to shift your perspective, really redefine this abundance and lean into generosity. Do not absorb every fear that they project out into the headlines, okay? Do yourself a favor and don't do that. Remember, the guidance is to focus on love, to focus on community and connection and gratitude, okay? Thanksgiving, all right? Wealth is going to show up in your relationships. Wealth is going to show up in your inner peace. That's going to be priceless, all right? And remember, like I said, honey, spirit is dependable. All right. The provision is steady. It's not going to be like you won the lottery and it's whoosh. Everything is just overnight. No, it's going to be steady. It's going to be progress is a process. Okay. It's going to be cycles of fears that are closing out and trusting the long-term wholeness that spirit is bringing into the collective. So if you've been worried about money this season, y'all, spirit is saying, do not let fear trick you into forgetting your provision. Do not let that fear trick you, okay? Love, connection, and faith are going to be your true wealth right now. All right? That's the real money. That's the real wealth, okay? The systems of man are shaking right now, okay? There are some things that are going to come tumbling down. New things are going to come in. There are some things that have to be reworked, whatever. The systems of man fail, but spirit system does not fail, okay? Your stability is steady. Your cycle of fear is ending, okay? And you are stepping into a season of just really complete wholeness. That's what I'm seeing coming full circle. So really stay rooted in your faith, y'all. That's the bigger lesson here. That's the bigger picture. That is how you rise above this hysteria, y'all, okay? I really, really hope that I imparted some clarity on the situation and that it helps you unclench your booty cheeks a little bit and find a little bit more balance, stay a little grounded, and don't get caught up in this energy that's trying to be pushed on you, this fear that's trying to be projected onto you and trick you out of your abundance, okay? Because energies are shaking because you are waking up and you're realizing and you're aligning, okay? And of course, they're going to fight for that not to happen. And we can talk about that deeper on another level on another day. But that's what I got for you, boo. In the meantime, in between time, until next time, I love you.